Yes, I believe so. I believe in progress and that like we don't have to think what we did yesterday. We have just to move forward and to do better next times. Thank you,
Yeah,
Dr.
and
Sarah.
also to have yeah,
Yes,
and
go
also to
ahead.
have the courage to have the courage to move on and take the first step, no matter it sounds crazy or something. So it
Yes,
will be better for us at the end.
yes, I totally agree with that. Okay, so today's topic is about childhood, and how this goes is we have this discussion section. We have multiple questions, and we take turns in answering them, just as it goes. Okay, so the first one is, what was the best thing about your childhood? Who wants to start?
Okay, I think the best thing about my childhood, um, I was born in Saudi Arabia, and we were living like in a palace there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because my father works for a prince there, so we were living in his palace. So that was amazing, and my childhood there was like great. The palace there was really great. And then we returned to Egypt. And yeah, my whole childhood was amazing. Like we were playing and going to school. Yeah, but I don't think I remember a specific thing. So yeah, you could answer it, and for Dr. Ahmed also.
Hey, that's very interesting, Saga. Very happy to hear that. So what about you, Dr. Ahmed?
It's my turn.
Yes, please go ahead.
Well, I was the ideal child, so I didn't do a lot of crazy stuff. So it was simple and peaceful, actually.
That's great. You like, did you like play, go to playgrounds or play football? I know a lot of guys like to play football as a kid.
Yep, like sports and doing sport, playing around, but uh, not to like now I regret that I didn't do a lot of crazy stuff. So I wish I have the chance to repeat again.
Yes. Yeah, I'm
I
sorry.
think you should just enjoy the present. Like
Well, I
don't look.
do. I do. As we said in the quote at the first, well, now I'm having the first step to do all the crazy stuff that came to my mind.
Yeah. Yeah, there's always a second chance. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And so now is much better for me moving on and compensating the past.
That's great. Well, good luck in that, and I wish you best of luck. Well, for
Well,
me,
so thank you.
thanks. Well, for
Yeah.
me, the best thing about my childhood, well, well, I had a very peaceful childhood too, and I have two older sisters, so we were always playing together, and um, I just some activities I remember doing is um, maybe going out with some family friends and like having picnics in the garden and on the beach, and I really cherish these memories right now because they weren't very crazy, but like they were peaceful, some peaceful times to look back at. Okay, so the next question is going to be okay, what do you miss most about being a child? Sarah, you can go first.
I don't know, but I think like doing when you are a child, you're most likely doing ridiculous, funny things, and you don't get blamed or something. So that's amazing about childhood. And in this stage of our lives, we go to school or something, and in this time, you and your friends tend to do risk things or something in the school, and you enjoyed it, which is not in the college or any stage after that. And of course, every like school is different, completely different from college, and each of them has its advantages. But yeah, when you are a child, you just you just enjoy the moment and do whatever you want. So yeah, I
Yes,
think that.
I totally agree. That's a very great point because when we were children, we weren't held accountable for our mistakes because we were just trying to learn and just navigate the world. But now we just like have to be very careful about what decisions we make. Um, yeah, I think that's too what I miss about about being a child. Sorry. What about you, Dr. Ahmed?
Well, I'm not missing much, so maybe some, like as Sarah mentioned, well, it's all about like way of thinking, taking decisions that may affect you now, like now you have the total responsibility about yourself, like what you do is what you gain. So uh, we have to take care of that and be careful about what we choose. Like it's not as we used as a child, as a children to like, hey, there are people who are taking care of us. Uh, Now you are with your own, like
Yes,
it's your choice.
yes. Like
So
being a child, we were like carefree, and now it's just
yeah,
a lot of new responsibilities are piling up. But it's
yes,
okay. It just gives us like a new challenge and a room to develop more and like
yeah, it's all a part of the journey. So
yes, I agree.
yeah,
Well, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, like having more responsibility of yourself and anything about your life. Yeah, and also like Dr. Ahmed said, like everything you do affects you, and people tend to like just judge everyone from what he is doing. And a funny story about that I saw before. It was about a girl. She was applying for a job, and the employer of her like entered her Facebook account, and just he wants to explore her before confirming her for the job. And he saw that she posts ridiculous things on her feed, and he just he just refused her for the job. So
Yeah.
see how judgment we got as adults.
Yes. Yes, I totally
Ah,
agree. That's
like
okay. Continue, please.
oh yeah, like yeah, people judge us from our social media accounts even. So yeah, that's what I meant.
Yes, we have to be more careful about what we post, and because everything is being seen and judged by everyone, like either employers or colleagues. Um, I feel that could be like a topic for another session because it has very a lot of um people view it as
Yeah, a lot of to say, yeah.
yes, people view it differently, and yeah. Okay. So next question.
Yeah, and these topics of social media or something are interesting, and there's a lot to say about that. So yeah, it's a completely different topic.
Yes, inshallah, we can organize like maybe next session about it, or maybe other future sessions.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Thank you.
inshallah.
Thank you for the idea. We're definitely going to post it on the group. Thank you. Okay, so um, next question is, do you think that children these days have a better or worse childhood than our generation? What do you think about that? Dr. Ahmed, if you can go.
Okay, well, it depends. Like, it depends on the family, the like society around us, or around the children. Like, if they are having time to play and like discover and do mistakes and learn from them, so they are evolving. So I think it would be better for them. But mostly the majority of the family are leaving the kids with like on social media, using technology without supervision. So it ruined their childhood. So there is no an ideal answer for that, but it depends. So, but for us, or at least my generation, I think we are having much fun than kids nowadays.
Yes, I think well, for me, I have like a younger sister, so from what I've experienced is that I think we had like a much more peaceful childhood because we didn't have social media, we were always going out, and now with the lockdown and they're not going to schools anymore, I feel like
Exactly.
yes, I feel like that's a major disadvantage for them.
Mhm.
And yes, I wish they could like maybe relive some of the memories we had as children. What do you think, Sarah?
Yeah, I could say that. Yeah, I really agree, and I liked Dr. Ahmed's answer so much, as it really depends on the family. Like children these days, spend so much time on social media, and these sites or internet have a like. Um, not a bad influence on them.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, parents don't see what the child sees on the internet, and they just leave them that way. And yeah, they like mobile phones so much and don't really have time to play with their friends without any technology. So yeah, our generations, like we were playing without any mobiles or technology, and that was fun. And children these days, yeah, they spend so much time on their phones, and that's not good for them. But if the family is good, they were just like adjust time for the child to have on the internet, and I think children these days have much more chances to learn from internet. Like you could learn anything from internet. You could have your child learn a language, for example, or over the internet, and
Yes.
not just playing. And yeah, that was that this is a chance that like old generations didn't have to learn anything or something. Yeah, that's my view.
Yes. I like that because you have like you put like the bright side and the dark side together, and putting them together like puts things kind of in perspective. We didn't have the amount of data they have now as children, and I remember as a kid, maybe when I was maybe 10 or 12, I was only allowed 30 minutes on the internet per week. So it was kind of like a restriction, but it just allowed us to kind of, I don't want to say have life outside of internet, but it just limited the amount of data we are having from
Oh,
the
yeah.
yeah. Okay. Do you think that children these days have oh, that's the same question, I'm sorry.
Same question. Yeah.
What do you think is the most important to have a happy childhood?
Well, I can start. Well, it's simple to enjoy what you do. Like everything you do, you have to enjoy it. So I think this might be a simple answer for it.
Yeah, but it's great. But to enjoy something or to be happy doing that, you must have like caring parents that
Exactly.
care about you, so you have a happy mindset.
Exactly.
Or
So it's all about like family and guidance. Like
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yes, I totally agree. And to have like a healthy environment
yep.
around us with
Yeah,
very
supportive
reasonable,
one. Supportive.
yes, and it would
Mhm.
allow us to like discover more as children and just grow mentally, I guess.
Yeah.
yeah, like children that have parents don't care about them or fight so much, they have the most bad childhood. So the most important thing to have a caring parents, so you live happy.
Yes, I think that
Yes.
the period of childhood is very important. It's kind of not just almost determines what the rest of our lives would look like. I think that there are several studies have been done on that topic, but I'm not really sure. So, but I really believe in that. Like, if someone has had a healthy childhood, they would lead a healthy life, and vice versa. Do you agree?
Exactly. Yeah, totally agree.
Okay, great. Okay.
Dr. Hager, I'm sorry, but again, your voice is not really clear. I think you should speak near the mic of your phone or
Okay.
something.
I'm so sorry. I dropped the mic, so it wasn't clear. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
that seems great now. Okay.
okay. Sorry. Um, okay, so the next question is, what's one thing about your childhood do you wish you could change?
What about your childhood do you wish you could change? We really talk so much about childhood today.
Oh, that's the topic today.
Yeah. Mm, yeah, I think for me, I wish I like my childhood, all of that time of my childhood was about playing and just enjoying. The thing that I wish I could change that I wish I learned more or like give learning think more time of my day or something, because now I realized that, for example, I'm learning Spanish and French at the same time, and I really think if I, in my childhood, start with these languages from that time, I would be great at the present in them. So that's the thing.
Wow, that's really amazing. You're learning Spanish and French.
Come on,
nowadays.
Sarah. You are still like young for it. You can master it. Like you didn't miss a lot
Yeah.
for learning Spanish and French. Like
Yes, that's so great actually. And um,
Yeah, I like learning about languages, and I plan for the future that I'll add more languages, so I would be a polyglot or something.
oh, that's big. Okay.
Yeah,
like,
it's really big.
May I ask what is your level in French and Spanish?
Like why those languages specifically?
Your level, like
My
how?
level? Ah,
Yeah.
I just started with French like 2 weeks ago, so I'm completely beginner at French. I don't really speak French right now because as I said, I'm at the very beginning. But for Spanish, I've been learning Spanish a year ago, so
Oh,
I've been learning it for a year. So yeah, I think I'm like intermediate or something in Spanish now. Like
oh,
I could speak or handle simple conversation right now in Spanish, and yeah, it's an easy language though for Spanish.
yes,
So
uh,
I think like um if I continued like more year, I'd be more advanced at Spanish. Yeah.
okay. So I would say buenos dias for you.
Hola, buenas noches. ¿Cómo está?
estoy bien. Well, I had I had like Spanish as my second language when I was in high school, so I know just primary level of Spanish too.
Cool. That's cool.
Okay, maybe
Yeah.
we should transfer this to like a Spanish club.
Yeah, I see like most of participants here in the meetings are learning Spanish. Yeah.
Yes, it's actually it's like the second most required language in the United States because a
Yes.
lot of
Yes.
Oh yeah.
yes, a lot of Mexicans and who like immigrate to the
And
United States speak Spanish.
excuse me before we start to the next topic. Dr. Ahmed, are you learning Spanish or you just know Buenos Dias only?
Well, well, Spanish is not my major, I think. So I know a little bit of it, like some simple things.
Oh,
But it will be surprising. My major is Japanese.
Oh
So,
wow.
oh,
so
yeah.
Spanish and Turkish is like small phrases, sentences. Like,
That's
Yeah,
so
but
cool.
that's great. Yeah, you could start with them also, or you want to concentrate in Japanese only.
well, this is a big thing to me. Like, I'm still thinking, should I focus in one language or I can handle two of them together? So I'm still thinking.
Yeah.
Hey, what
Okay.
are your goals for like why are you learning Japanese or Spanish or French?
Well, I can say that learning languages is my hobby.
Mhm.
Yeah, for me also. Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy it. Like it's like it opens a new doors for me, like to communicate with other people, knowing to know a new culture.
Mhm.
Um, like so,
Yeah.
it's
It's
fun. It
all
can be fun.
about Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's all about that like languages are my hobby to learn, and it's like thing in my personality, like I can't live without learning languages. It's
Yeah.
like that.
So
Yes,
it's
that's
all
great.
about to enjoy it to enjoy the process of learning and to get the chance to know new people. Like
Yeah.
That's amazing. And I read once that like learning a new language can increase the connectivity and the size of our brain tissue. So learning a new language actually makes you smarter. So that's very great that you guys are doing that.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, the next question. Where did you grow up? I think Sarah already answered that. And how did that affect your childhood? You don't have to repeat the answer, but just maybe talk more into it.
Well, I grew up in Egypt, so I'm pure Egyptian. So how did that affect me? Well, it was peaceful childhood, as I mentioned. So I'm grateful for all my childhood. Like it's the thing that made me as I am now. Like it's my childhood who sharpened me and made me like in this way of thinking and personality. So I'm grateful for that.
That's great. Yeah, I feel like childhood like defines a lot of aspects of our lives. Okay, what about you, Sarah?
Yeah, for me, I didn't spend much time in Saudi Arabia. We returned to Egypt. Then, yeah, I liked the description of Dr. Ahmed. Yeah, I'm pure Egyptian too. And growing up in yeah, and growing up in Egypt is amazing. Like it's a good country. Yeah. So I think I had an ordinary childhood. So yeah, it was amazing.
That's great. I think Dr. Hoda just joined us.
Dr. Hoda, hello. Hello, Dr. Hoda.
Hi, everyone.
We're happy to have you here. I'm sorry, I just
Yeah.
noticed that you joined. So okay, today's topic is about childhood. So we're just discussing different different questions about childhood. So if you'd like to go and answer this one.
The question in the screen?
Yes, it's shared screen.
Well, I grew up in a small village in Egypt, الغربية.
And like, do you think the place you lived in affects your childhood or something?
Or how would you describe the childhood you had?
Yeah.
Actually, I had a normal childhood. Nothing interesting, actually.
Like what kind of activities you did often when you were a child?
I spent most of my time at home with my sisters and brothers.
Did you play any games together?
I don't know how to say it, but
it's okay. You can use any terminology if you wish.
Okay.
Yeah, just give it a try. Yeah.
Take your time.
Okay.
I
I remember when I was young, we have our first computers, the big one.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yes, we used to play all the time, like Super Mario.
Yeah, it's really popular.
Well, this
And
is an amazing childhood. Like,
Yeah.
this is a
yes,
start.
and
And
I
like
have
I
I
think
have many sisters,
yeah, go on.
so we spend all the time together.
Yes, that's
Oh,
nice.
actually, four sisters.
Yeah, and weren't you fight or something? I think most brothers and sister fight a lot.
Yes.
And I think most of us were playing Gata on computers, right? It
Yes, I think most of
was
us know
amazing.
it.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
I'm
was
trying to
amazing.
remember some games we played. There was that chicken war, I guess it was called.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was,
Chicken.
yeah, and
It was a
car
farm,
racing.
right? That,
It was like kind
yeah,
of,
it was a farm game.
no, there was like chickens in the space, and we were shooting them. I don't know what kind of nonsense we were playing, but
Yeah, with a gun, right?
yeah,
Again, yes.
yes,
Yeah, I remember that. It was amazing.
that was the game.
I was completely like it was a completely failure for me to shoot a chicken. It was really hard for me.
Yes, it was very fun to play, and I feel like like after maybe in middle school I spent most of my time studying, and high school as well, of course. So I feel like this
Yes, me too.
portion of my life is kind of just a black hole.
Yes, till now.
Yeah, yeah, I can relate. Okay, so I can move on to the next question.
Yes.
Oh, it's kind of the same what we're talking about. What were some of your favorite activities when you were a child?
I think the most funny activity I was doing when I were a child, like I was have a lot of toys, and specifically a doctor toys. It was like there is a siren and everything about doctors, and we were playing with my friends, and like I'm the doctor, and one of them is the patient, and yeah, that was really funny for me.
That's great. Do you want to become a doctor or go into medicine, inshallah, when you graduate high school? Doctor, sorry. Okay, Dr. Sada, can you hear me? Maybe she's just away. Dr. Hoda, you can answer that, please.
Okay, let me think.